Hello guys, how you doing? It's your homeboy Gee. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing fine. Myself, I'm perfectly fine. If you have noticed already, couple days or couple videos ago, I don't work that much anymore while taking my video. I usually take it in one spot, and the reason behind that is because recently it's extremely hot in the Philippines. I know Philippines is known to be like a very warm country. Well, I mean, the temperature is usually above the 32 degree, but right now I think we are projecting to reach 42 degree by tomorrow, Friday. I read it on the news, so it's extremely hot right now. If you are not in the Philippines yet and you're about to enter the country, I think just make sure that you don't have that much problem with the heat, or you're really able to deal with that, because if not, it's not probably the right time to enter the Philippines right now. It's extremely hot. I think even for the local right now, we seldom have reached this type of temperature. I even read a lot of article or some local government information saying that the class will be suspended just because of the heat. So you can already imagine. In general, it's usually when there is a rain, typhoon, flood and stuff like that. But suspending class because of the heat, it's just tell you, how dangerous it is already right now in the Philippines. But of course, thank you for those developed countries, right? Thank you for those big industrial countries who already developed their country and who already developed their side, and now asking other countries to not pollute that much the environment, to be mindful of the environment. To me particularly, I find it being nonsense. For me, it's a nonsense. Not that it's good to pollute the environment or to pollute the world or our planet, but coming from some countries that are already very advanced, technologically speaking, industrially speaking, and all this because they were able to pollute enough in order for the country to be developed. Now asking to some other poor country trying to also develop themselves, and we know that most of the development for these rich countries was with charcoal, if I can say it like that. It was a very industrial and very it was not environment friendly, definitely, and that's what makes the development go faster in some country. Now some poor countries have a lot of struggle to develop themselves because of all these restrictions with the climate and the environment. The video is not about the climate, but I just want to highlight that for me, really, if there is if some country or some very big industrial country are really mindful for the environment, they just need to close all the industry, everything, put all the economy on full stop, and let the poor country who are not yet developed, who are trying to develop themselves, pollute for both, for rich and poor country. Given that some countries are already rich, they don't need to produce anymore. Just let the poor country produce enough so that the pollution will be 1 for 2. And you know what? At a certain point, I ever had a feeling like some country or some people are just talking a little bit about pollution too much because they're just afraid of competition. They just don't want some other country to catch up. So if I'm ahead, I'm going to consider something that I use as not usable, because if you use it, it's just now relevant to you, not to me anymore. So of course I will start minding pollution because I already passed the step where I wanted to develop my country. But anyway, that's not really the purpose of this video. Really right now it's hot in the Philippines, and one of the things that's happening right now, unfortunately, after the COVID, is a lot of companies have started asking people to go back to the office. I know a lot of my colleagues that are very upset, not really my colleagues, but my friends that are very upset because right now they have to go back to the office 5 days over 7, so like the whole week they have to go to the office. And especially if it's hot right now, it's quite difficult because you have to commute, the heat and all these that are reaching 42 degrees. That's why one of the important things when you're also moving abroad, one of the important skills that I think that whoever plans to work abroad should develop. It's not really a skills, but try to develop, I don't know if I'm going to say online business, but a nomad business, if I can call it like that. Forgive me if the expression doesn't make sense, but you know, right now, a lot of people sometimes are afraid to move abroad because they will say, okay, what I'm going to do there? I don't have a job, I don't have you know, income. What I will do there? The time that I find a job, how I'm going to sustain there? Some people that are already here, working for a certain company, like I said, some are asking the employee to go back to the office every day now. It's very hard. You can understand the situation. You're used to maybe work 2 or 3 times at home. Now you have to go back every day. You are obliged to go through this because you didn't develop any, you know, online business. There are a lot of things that from your country where you still have a network, where you still have a connection. When I say connection, is people, resources. Start developing it from your country. If you are currently in the Philippines, you're planning, for example, to go to Middle East, start developing an extra online business right now here in the Philippines. At the point that the moment that you already move to, I don't know, Middle East or somewhere there, you just keep rely also somehow to your online business, even though if you already have a business in the country where you're staying. Right now in the Philippines, I know a lot of people who doesn't just have a choice, because the moment that they will say, maybe I don't want to work for this company anymore, I will take some time to find another job, they don't have any income. Yes, working for a company can be very stable, you know, you have HMO and stuff like that. It seems like it's more guarantee on the long run, right? Because the salary is there every day. While online job where you're doing your own job, or maybe you're creating your own small company or stuff like that, you may not have an income every day. But if you try to think of it, if it's something that you're taking time to build, and you start build that early when you don't really need that, you will see that it will come to be handy at the moment that you really need that. Meaning to say, if you're working, for example, for a corporate company where you're just a salary man, every day you have your monthly, I mean every month you're having your salary, take time to build something extra online. I don't know, it can be teach language online. It doesn't take that much time. You just have to maybe open a Facebook page, open a YouTube page, start giving some tutoring, start putting some connection. As you are not relying on that to live every day, it's okay if it starts slow. And the moment that you will probably really need that, you will already have a lot of customer maybe, or maybe a lot of connection, right? There is a lot of things. If you're teaching music, you can go to your corporate job and open an online business where you're teaching music. You're teaching, I don't know, martial art, even sport. I know some coach here that are giving class online. The thing here is, you're trying to create something that wherever you go, you can take it with you and still perform. If, for example, you're teaching, I don't know, an extra language today, even if you go to Spain, you go to Japan, you go to United States, you can still apply for a regular job while having your online business that you can carry wherever you're going. The only thing that you just have to know is, where can I receive the money from my student? And if you have somebody from that country, you can just use the, at least temporarily, that account to just get the payment. You can even get the student from the country where you're currently living, because an online job is something to go with no barrier. Basically, you can touch everybody around the world by just having internet and a gadget with you. That's something that I have already seen several times when talking with people. Like, why are you not traveling? They're always like, oh, I don't have money. Where will I get money? I don't have an income. If I go there, I don't speak the language. I don't do this, I don't do that. Yeah, that's true. But if you start developing your business from where you are, where you have all your connection, and when you don't really need the money from that business, at the moment that you're moving to a new country, you can start relying on that business. Personally, I have done it in the Philippines. When I arrived in the Philippines, I was just giving a French class to some student. And at the moment that I really start looking for an extra income, the time that I didn't work for a corporate, I was just giving tutoring, and then it was giving me some money to, you know, just have something to keep my pocket, to apply and stuff like that, until I found a real job. So probably my advice to you guys who are thinking, this company sucks, I don't want to be in that company anymore, I want to move from this country, I want to live to this country. If it's already in your projection, if it's in your plan, even if it's not on your plan yet, my advice is always have an online business. The online business is the only thing that can give you a freedom regardless of the situation where you are. Right now in the Philippines, it's too hot. Your company is asking to go to the office every day, 5 days in a week. You don't have a choice because they are the ones providing money for your kids and stuff like that in exchange of your service. If you have developed an online job or online business, you can stay at home, take advantage of that business at least for the time that you can find something else. If you are in, I don't know, whatever country you are, you're in the Philippines, you plan to go to Middle East, even to work as a yaya, even to work as a nurse in Canada, develop an online business. You guys know a lot of online business. And again, the advantage that you have is that you are developing that online business when you don't have a pressure to earn from that. You're just developing that business to create connection, to create network, and gradually trying to have customer. And as you are getting more and more customer, you have now the flexibility to say, okay, I can have some student today, I can have some customer that I'm going to serve today, tomorrow I'm not available, I will go to the office, because you're the one managing that. And the moment that you're losing your job or you want to change job, you can totally focus on that and start making it your income until you find your path. I know some people are going abroad in Japan, they feel like, oh, I don't know how to speak the language, but I don't have money. Use your online business that you have developed in the Philippines. I know some people are going to Canada, they want to work as a nurse, but they don't have a certificate and stuff like that. Use your online business. You cannot develop the online business when you're in the need of it. Develop the online business when you're not in need of it. And the moment that you are struggling, leverage your online business to have ample time to think and to not be, like, I don't have a choice. Like what I'm seeing right now with people going to work every day with some corporate company here in the Philippines. That's what I wanted to share with you. It's very hard right now. Unfortunately, some people have to commute, some people have to go through it. But, if you try to think of it and anticipate such situation, maybe you can probably have a month or two to decide if you still want to do with this company or if you want to change job. If you plan to move to a country, maybe you have 1 or 2 months or 3 months with your own income before maybe you run totally out, because you were able to proactively develop a online business, and that will definitely give you the freedom to move and think how you want. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope this was a little bit helpful for you. Again, if you're about to come to the Philippines, make sure that you are not against the heat, because it's extremely hot in the Philippines. I was saying at the start of the video, you notice I'm not walking anymore around the Philippines because it's extremely hot. Actually, this camera already turned off maybe 3 times just because I'm outside and it's getting hot fast. So how much more if I'm just outside walking under the sun. Keep liking, keep sharing, more importantly keep subscribing. Usually they say stay dry, but I want to say stay fresh. Keep water on your head, keep your body fresh, and just make sure that you are under the proper temperature. Be bala.